Yo, what's good?
Yeah.
What's good? Welcome to another episode of the Jones and Podcast. I am your host, Jones. As always, brought to you my co-host, Nico. Nico, what's good?
Yo. What's good, my brother? Always happy to be here, you
Chilling,
know.
chilling. You know the vibes. E ain't with us right now, but he may pop in later. So if E pops in, shout out to E. We got a lot on the plate. This is one of the best times of the year because there's a lot of sports going on right now. You got
Mad sports.
basketball, NBA and March Madness. You got off-season NFL shit that's still going on. You got MLB just popped off today. NHL is starting to get into the end. Um, there's just so much going on. We're gonna try to touch on a little bit of each. But before we start, y'all already know the vibes. Hit that subscribe button, that like, comment as we go. We'll pop your comment on the banner so we can talk about it. And most importantly, enjoy the show. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with a shout out. Today.
A
First, I'm going to
well-deserved
shout
one,
out,
facts.
well deserved. We got a good list right now that we're going to give out shout out. But first, we're going to do MLB shout out. MLB opening day today. Shout out to all the baseball fans out there. I know y'all going crazy. Y'all hype. I'm a little hyped about it. My Mets, shout out to my Mets. Our game got canceled because it's raining out here in New York. But shout out to the Mets. Hopefully we get a better year than we did last year. Nico,
And the year
what are you?
before
I don't
that.
even.
And the year
Exactly.
before that.
And the year before that, and the year since
And every
2016
year
when we
since
actually went.
86.
Yeah, that's a fact. Well, 16. I count 16 because we went to the World Series at least. We got
It
smacked,
was a
but
good year.
we
It was a
went.
strong year in 16. I remember that.
Nico, all the years I've known you, I don't know you as a baseball fan. So, do you watch baseball? Are you into
No.
it? And if you are, do you rep any team?
No, I don't watch baseball at all.
Okay,
I dead don't have the attention span to watch baseball. Season too
okay,
long, games too long. I'll play some MLB the show. You feel me? Like I'll go to a game. You
fact,
feel me? Like I'm from the Bronx. Like I've grown up the block from Yankee Stadium. I've been to mad Yankee games,
word,
mad Mets games.
okay,
But no, watch some baseball? Absolutely not. Like turn on the TV and watch baseball, dog. Like go to the bar and it's on, lit. Yeah, cool. You know, go to the barbershop and it's on.
right.
Nah, yeah, cool, whatever. But me personally turn it on, nah. Uh, I've
Damn.
never been that invested in baseball. Um, I fuck with the Yankees though. When I do fuck with baseball, I fuck with the Yankees.
Okay, I like that. I like that. All right, now to our next shout out. We're gonna give out a shout out to other podcasts because other podcasts make the Jones of the Sports podcast stronger because we get it from them. We learn from the best that do it. And a new podcast is out right now that everybody knows about. The GOAT himself, King James, and JJ Redick have put together a podcast called Mind the Game, and it is phenomenal. It's
Such a fire
beautiful.
podcast.
I want to know personally your thoughts on that podcast, being the basketball fan and LeBron fan that you are.
Uh, Genuinely though, being a basketball fan, like I'm more excited as a basketball fan than as a LeBron fan. But uh, LeBron is I feel like he's one of those unique basketball minds. Like we haven't seen many of them. You know, like genuinely, we get you get a him, you get a JJ Redick, you get a Rajon Rondo, you know, a Chris Paul, maybe. Like you don't get many guys who think basketball the way they think basketball, and
Facts.
you know, like to have a player of his status, stature, you know, like we didn't see Kobe do this until after he was out of the game. And when he started doing the
Right.
breakdowns and the
The
inside the
detail.
game stuff. Yeah, the detail with Kobe.
Yeah.
We never saw this from Mike, uh, but to see it from LeBron, or we've never seen it from like a Brady type, like in the moment. We've never seen
Right.
these guys at this stature sit and break down the game. Like, it's mad impressive. As a basketball fan, like this is not something if you like to watch the sport, if you like to just watch the
Right.
NBA, like nah, if you genuinely enjoy the X's and O's and the strategy and the game of basketball as a craft, like this podcast is definitely for you. Like it's chess not checkers in terms of basketball podcasts. Like
Facts. Facts. And They literally said that. LeBron said that in the episode yesterday. They just dropped episode 2 yesterday, and LeBron literally said that like this is chess, not checkers. He ain't never played chess a day in his life, but that's basketball. Like that's how he plays basketball. He's trying to be 2 steps ahead of everybody, and like you said, everything you said right on the money. This is not highlights. This is not talking about what happened in last game and who's doing this and MVP and stats. It's none of that. This is X's and O's and understanding everything on the court. Everything. Like this is going to a whole not another level, not just the regular fundamentals. It covers the fundamentals, but it goes even deeper into that. Like I was watching episode 2 yesterday, and I had to rewind that shit a few times, like just to really understand what they saying. Like, oh shit, that's what that. Oh wait, hold on. Let me bring that back real quick. Let me really understand because now when I'm watching the game, I could. Oh shit, that he was talking about that in the episode. Now I actually understand what the fuck they doing. Like now we obviously I played basketball, I played fundamental basketball and shit like that in high school like that, but not on that level obviously to where these guys are playing. But I've heard some of the kind of terminology, some of them, the terminologies that they've used. So it's dope. I think it's a dope ass podcast. And if you really want to understand, I think the kids especially should get into watching that shit. Sure.
Agreed. I think it's adults that would benefit from watching that shit. Like I've been around basketball so much and like being
Mm-hmm.
in the coaching space of it and being in the training space
Oh
of it,
yeah.
like yo, there are so many people in charge of the development of younger players that have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to basketball. Like a
Yep.
podcast like that would genuinely benefit from it. Like they're
Facts.
dead documenting plays. Like they're giving you the X's and O's. Like they're drawing up plays on the podcast pretty much. Like episode 1, JJ Redick pulls out a clipboard and they're drawing up
Yep.
motions and actions. And they're
Yep.
breaking them down and describing them and how they work and why they work and fucking phenomenal. Like there's this one
Absolutely.
clip, that clip that everybody like, was posting when KD was with the Warriors when he caught it on the he catch it in front of the bench, pump fake. LeBron falls on the ground. And he goes to the basket,
Mm-hmm.
dunk. LeBron broke down why that play was so effective and why that play worked. He's like, yo,
Yep.
the Warriors been running that motion for 6, 7 years straight. He said the motion was always like a good motion. It became a great, like unstoppable motion when
Great.
they added KD over there. Like,
Exactly.
and he said, if you watch the play, like, yo, you watch me, I'm squeezing into the middle, looking just like trying to keep step in my peripheral. And he throws a skip pass that I don't even expect because KD is there now. Like, yo,
Right.
fucking dog, like that shit is just so fun to me as a fan to like listen to and watch.
Word.
Like as a basketball fan, like not even a LeBron fan.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's phenomenal, and I think everybody need to tune in so they really can understand the game and not just talk like they know the game. Like there's too many, like you said, people out there giving these kids the wrong information, telling them all this wrong shit that has nothing to do with basketball, and it's fucking these little boys up, boys and girls' minds up. So definitely a great episode. I mean podcast. Shout out to Brian and JJ Reddick for that. Um,
Facts,
another
mad love LeBron and
podcast.
JJ for that.
Word. Another podcast I want to shout out. I forgot the name of it and I apologize. But shout out to DeMar DeRozan with his new podcast out. He got a podcast that's um it's basketball related, but it's basketball and mental health related. And I love that he did it because obviously everybody knows DeMar DeRozan is like him and Kevin Love are like the face of the mental health movement in the NBA.
Yeah,
When he came out and said what he said that he wasn't feeling good, he was mentally messed up and shit like that, and he's was the face of letting people know like yo, especially in our community, the black community, you know, we don't really know we we're not used to hearing the word mental health and stuff like that. We're not used to hearing it. We're used to just dealing with it. We're like this is our
yes,
lives. It is what it is. We gotta cope with it. But we never express those feelings like, nah, we really did we deal with the lifestyle, but deep inside we like, damn, this shit ain't right. Like this is fucked up when I'm going through. You know what I mean? And he's basically saying it on a higher level, an NBA level, because most people think as NBA stars that their lives are perfect, that because they got millions of dollars, that nothing could be what could they be mad at? No, when you Biggie said it best, more money, more problems.
Yo, that shit is
More
amplified. It's a whole
money,
different bag of
more
issues at that point.
problems.
That shit is
Exactly.
completely different.
It amplifies, like you just said. Like, so shout out to DeMar DeRozan. I got to get the name of the podcast. I apologize again for that.
Yeah,
I'll let y'all
that's
know
news
in
to
the
me. I
next
didn't even
one.
know that was a thing. That's fire.
It's dope. He had D Wade, I think, on his first episode. He had Draymond, who we're gonna talk about later. Dope episode. Like he's had a few other people that on there that was dope episode. I think maybe Mello. Dope ass episode on mental health and what these guys go through on a daily. So definitely to him. And of course I can't go on without shouting out my guy, D Wade. I don't know
Oh
what
yeah,
side
yeah,
he's
yeah.
on. D Wade's podcast, The Why. Great episode podcast. The Why. He's got some great legends on there. Especially that first episode. He does an episode with all the inductees of the Hall of Fame he went in with. So Paul,
Him, Dirk.
Dirk, just all those greats. So it's amazing. Definitely had go support that. I think everybody else should go support that. And yeah, so anybody you want to shout out?
No, I think that was it. We talked about the uninterrupted. That's it. That's mine.
Yeah, yes, sir. That was dope. All
Yeah,
right.
I guess.
So
Well, fuck. I guess we on the topic. Some quick shout outs. KG certified. KG, one of my favorite
for
sports
sure.
media personalities right now. Definitely. All the smoke. Shout out to them. They like at
Yep.
this point, they like some of the OGs of this.
Oh, geez, for sure.
For sure. They've done great things. And that's it. It's not really a sports podcast, but shout out my nigga Jeff Teague in the Club 520. They made me laugh.
Yeah.
I like watching them.
Yeah, they're funny. That's a fact. Shaq, the big podcast. So many.
I haven't watched that yet. I should tap into that because I like Shaq. I should tap into that.
Tap into that. The Underground Lounge with Lou Will. That one's a good one.
Oh yeah.
With Spank Horton, one of the Plastic Cup Boys with Kevin Hart.
Oh shit! I'm about to tap into that.
Definitely tap into that one's fun. I love that one. They got like 3 episodes out right now. Dope ass episode. Podcast for sure. So shout out to everybody that's just podcasting, yo. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Jonesville Sports family. That's
facts.
Some more podcasting in. I'm telling you, I'm letting y'all know now. I wasn't supposed to break it right now, but I'm gonna just do it. Surprise, fuck it. To all my hockey fans, we got hockey coming on the way. I mean, on the way, just in time for the playoffs. Just in time for the playoffs. My man know what he's talking about, and it's really about to go there. So we got baseball. You see it. You already know we cover the basketball and football and all the other cool stuff. We got more coming, though. We got more coming. So shout out to everybody podcasting, especially the
next year we're gonna fuck around and have PGA and PBA. You heard?
You feel me? And then
pins and putts. Pins and putts. Then what?
Word. But let's get into some sports. March Madness right now, Sweet 16. Is there anybody that you're looking out for right now in the Sweet 16 that might get knocked out or that you're expecting to advance?
Shout out my dogs playing right now. Shout out my dogs in Arizona playing Clemson right now. Arizona is one of the big teams I got making that move to the Elite Eight for sure. I want to see them versus North Carolina next round, so I got both of them making that move. Who else? North Carolina, Arizona, Duke, Houston. The boys, man. Shout out the dogs.
Yep. I'm with you. I agree. Most importantly, North Carolina. They play after this at 9:30, I think. So I'm gonna tune into that after this.
I do have UConn winning it all though.
UConn, I like UConn. They trying to go for that 2-peat, that repeat. So I like that. Shout out to everybody in the Sweet 16. Girls, I believe, start tomorrow. If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah, they start tomorrow. So definitely everybody tuning in to the girls.
Before we even UConn to win. I need UConn to get a win this round, and I need
You talking about for the women?
Yeah, I need UConn's women to get a
Okay.
win, and I need USC's women to get a win so they can play
Oh,
each other in the Elite Eight.
how's your bracket looking? Because I forgot you're the only one that actually filled out a bracket.
My girls' bracket is all right. I had a couple losses already, so it's not perfect no more. But like as far as my Final Four, my Elite Eight, that shit is all still intact.
It's
So
still in there. All right, that's
yeah,
all
yeah,
that
my
matters. You
Final Four,
feel me?
my Elite Eight is still looking great. I just need them to win it. I got South Carolina winning it all for the women. I got Arizona making a big. No, Arizona's girls got knocked out last round. I got USC making a big push. I got uh, South Carolina winning it. USC making a push. UConn making a push, and Iowa and LSU making that push as well. Those are my top 5 teams to watch because
I
UNC
like
got
that.
bounced. UNC got bounced, and Iowa State is a tough ass team. They beat
Yeah.
Stanford. Tough, 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 tough.
Nah, I agree with you on that. That it's gonna be some good ass games coming down the stretch. So I can't
Yo,
wait to
some
see how
real
this
good
shit
girls games coming, man.
unfold. For real. Moving on to the NBA. Before we get into the playoff pictures, Draymond. Actually, before we even get into Draymond, because we know that can go on.
Dre be wildin'.
Clayton Clark got offered $5 million to play in the Big Three with Ice Cube. What are your thoughts on that, Nico?
Who knows? Caitlin Clark getting offered to play in the Big Three was fake disrespectful. Because one, I don't want to see Caitlin Clark play against fucking Nate Robinson and Rashard McCants. Like, why does somebody in the prime of her life, in the prime of her career, in the prime of her athletic ability, go play with people who are well past their primes? Like,
Weigh it well. And they
the
40s and shit.
The Big Three got dudes who ain't been in the league in 10+ years and dudes who've never been in the league. Like, that's dead all the Big
Exactly.
Three is. Like, why would she do that as opposed to going to her actual league? And then Ice Cube try to hit it with the, oh, it's just an alternative so women don't got to go play overseas and this and that. The Big Three don't happen the same time as the overseas leagues do, though. Like, so it's just,
Exactly.
I feel like he was just doing it to throw his name in there. Caitlin Clark is a hot ticket,
Yep.
and she don't have a lot of NIL. Like, she's a big name in basketball. Basketball fans are buying tickets to go see Caitlin Clark, but she's not like Angel Reese, like who's dripping in endorsement deals. Like Angel talking about she might not go pro because of all the money she's making currently.
Yeah. Facts.
So I definitely think like it was him trying to get a bag up.
Yeah, I mean I don't blame him for trying. But they wouldn't make sense for Clayton Clark to do that. Like I can't say Caitlin. Goddamn, Caitlin Clark.
Clayton.
And you're gonna go play in the Big Three? Like how that sound? That don't even make no sense.
It literally don't make no sense.
That don't make no sense. No disrespect to the Big Three, but that don't make no sense. She's bigger than that. Like she don't need that.
If you've never had women play, like if it was already a thing where you was like letting it happen, where you had like you invited fucking Lisa Leslie to come play,
right?
Like if you invited Lisa Leslie to come play, or Cheryl Swoops, or Cheryl Miller, or like you started inviting all these Diana Taurasi, Sue Bird, like tell them to come pull up first. You trying to get the 19-year-olds? Come get let the washed up women go play the washed up niggas.
Yeah, exactly. And you mentioned it earlier. Shorty from Gil's Arena talking about that it was disrespectful that he didn't even reach out to the players in the WNBA already.
Yo, like your first venture. Oh, I want to, I'm trying to help out the women in the WNBA and look out. You ain't offered to nobody in the WNBA. Exactly. Caitlin ain't on no team. She in college.
Exactly.
Like, and you picked Caitlin because Juju Watkins got a Nike deal already. She's dripping in money. Angel Reese got a Reebok deal already. She's blinged up. Got car deal already. She's lit. Like you offered it to somebody who you thought may take it, and we know Caitlin not. Ain't nobody dreamed to play in the Big Three. Like she ain't bust her ass her whole life so she can go play in the Big Three.
Exactly. Break all these records to play in the Big Three. Come on now, stop that.
Get the fuck out of here.
We love you, Ice Cube, but you was wilding on this one. You was wilding.
To put my name in some of the greatest company ever, with like my performance, to go play in the Big Three with a bunch of dudes who ain't never been the greatest nothing. Like
exactly, man.
You don't. It's not like you got the Shaqs and the Kevin Garnetts And no, you got the Mario Chalmers and a bunch of those niggas in the league, bro. Like
For real. Stop it.
you got a couple
Just stop
legends
it.
coaching, like Gary Payton and them is
Right.
coaching, but who's actually playing?
Yeah, stop
Big
it.
Baby?
Stop. Exactly.
Like, come on.
The big baby. All right, moving to the actual NBA.
A bunch of felons and
Draymond,
drunks in the big three.
exactly. Moving to the NBA, Draymond Green added a game. Getting ejected within 4 or 5 minutes in the game, choking up. I forgot who the player was.
My man Patty Mills, grab Patty
Patty
Mills by the
Mills.
throat. And that's not even the shit that got him tossed. That's the crazy
Right,
shit.
he got a second ejection. I mean, tech for talking to the ref or whatever the case may be. What are your thoughts on Draymond just continuing to be Draymond?
Like, Draymond is turning into the new Rasheed Wallace.
Mm,
Like, that's genuinely what it is. Like, I feel like
yep.
I've seen Dre wild out before. Last night wasn't even really him being wild for him to get
Yeah.
the 2 texts like that. I also hate the fact that, like, the league don't have veteran refs no more.
Yeah.
Like, veteran refs ain't a thing no more. Like, Tony
Right.
Brothers is the only veteran ref.
Yep.
And people hate him.
Exactly.
And then there's no, I also feel like there's too many referees nowadays. Like, there's too many referees, and the game is called differently by every ref. Like, you got to worry about too many people's opinions and feelings. Like, back in the day,
Exactly.
we dad had Dick Bavetta, Joey Crawford, and like
Yep.
2, 3 other dudes. Like, it was dead only like
Exactly.
4 or 5 refs in the NBA back in the day. Like, you would
Facts.
see the same dudes over and over. That's how we know their names.
Over
Like,
and
you would see them
exactly.
over and over.
And they let you talk your shit.
Because they was around so much. It was only 4 of them,
Yep.
so they have relationships with the players. You got to think if it's 2 refs per game, it's only 4 in the league. Each ref is doing 40 games.
Yep.
They know these players. Like they
Yep.
have them to have those relationships. Draymond was talking a lot, but he was just talking. Like he wasn't yelling. He didn't like he was cursing.
Exactly.
And for a nigga who is a wild boy, like for him to be as tame as that and to tech him up twice is pussy. I
Yep.
didn't like that at
Yep.
all.
It was.
Speaking of pussy, Steph crying. He shed tear over that?
I didn't
That boy-
understand that either. I'm like, either he just real mad or what? Like, what's up? Like, I don't get it. What you crying for?
I was mad confused.
I was confused as hell
Shed
about
tear.
that.
Shed tear.
Like, because you're gonna miss the playoffs? Okay. Because you're probably gonna miss the
tear.
playoffs. I don't know.
You said
I don't
they got the Rockets talking about we on y'all. Talking about
Rockets
Warriors
is on
coming out
their
and
ass.
play.
Rockets is on their ass right now. I think they 1 game behind them. Yeah, 1 game. 1 game.
And I think that would be so disappointing if the Rockets make the play-in and the Warriors don't, because I personally do think the Rockets are trash. Like, I don't think that the Rockets are going to be entertaining to watch in a 7-game series. Like, it's going to be a waste
Hell no,
of a
they'll probably
play-in
get knocked
spot.
out in the play-in. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't see them as getting out the play-in. I see them being a waste of a series.
Yep. But yeah, Draymond just like you said, some of these refs are too new school and sensitive and shit, and feel like they want to be a part of the game. You're not a part of the game. Well, you are a part of the game, but do your part, not try to make the game about you, because you made that game about you because you gave him 2 texts for him talking. He wasn't wilding like he normally does.
He wasn't yelling. He wasn't being all. They're just talking.
He wasn't being extra. He was
the
just
first
talking.
tech he OD deserved. First tech he deserved.
For
the
sure.
second one, let him rock.
Let him talk. All right,
2
bet.
texts
I got
on the
my
same
text. Let me
call
get
is
it off.
nasty.
Yeah, exactly.
I never agree with giving a player 2 texts on the same call. I've never agreed with that.
Me neither.
Like,
Me neither.
you text him the first time, you already know he's still angry. He's not just gonna shut it off. Like,
you gotta
text
let
him up right
talk.
away. Like,
exactly.
Come on.
If you
and he's
give
not
him
even like
text,
he's a
you gotta let him
rookie.
do it.
He's not a rookie.
Yeah,
You know, he's a 4-time NBA champion, 10 plus years in the league. Like,
and he's someone that you got to give that leash to. You have
when
to
do
give
you
him
get your
somewhat of a
wiggle room?
leash. Exactly.
Like, when you earn your wiggle room.
You got to
Like,
give him that, especially if you're gonna give him a tech. All right, bet. I just gave him a tech. He hot. He's even more hot. Now he gonna have to get off his chest why he got attacked. Cool. I'm gonna let him get that off. But to give him another one right after that is ridiculous. Like that's just some soft bitch ass shit. So that they gotta
Yeah, I can't
do
that.
something about that with them refs. Definitely. All right. Now, hold up. We might have somebody. We might have somebody joining the show.
Late.
Everybody. Yeah, let's get on his ass because he always talking about Nico late.
I
Ladies
hate a
and
nigga.
gentlemen,
I hate a nigga that can't be on time. I hate a nigga that can't be on time to work. Oh my god.
This nigga had the nerve.
I had the nerve. I hate a nigga who can't
Had
be on
the
time to
nerve
work.
to talk
Oh
about
my
Nico
god.
being late to work.
And just popped
this
in mad
nigga,
casual. Late.
mad casual.
Like I ain't
Don't
been
even
here
have the
early.
sound on because he don't even hear us.
Fact.
No,
Like I wasn't in here.
it was some like spotty connection. You sounded like a robot.
Oh.
Yeah, we talking shit like you late, nigga. Always talking about
late ass
Nico,
nigga.
Late
I know
ass
the one.
nigga.
I know the one who's been late every week ain't
I
talking
hate
nothing.
a nigga who can't be early, who can't be on time to work. Oh my god.
You know, at least I gave my heads up yesterday. Unlike some people who be early in the chat. Yeah, I'm gonna be there on time.
I
And
hate
then
a
like
nigga who
5
can't be
minutes
early.
before pod time,
Oh my god.
I'm like 20 minutes away from the crib.
I ain't gonna lie.
And look, deflecting, talking about the past.
Hey, I told y'all yesterday I was gonna be a little late.
Talking about the past. Deflecting.
I ain't gonna lie, E. Nigga was on time today.
The one time I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping he was gonna be late. It would have bought me some more time.
Somebody had to hold my man down. Somebody had to hold my man Jones down and
About
co-host
time.
this shit.
About time.
Yo,
you leave it up to some people. You leave it up to some people. The show would have just been a solo tonight.
Yeah, we'll see that next week when it's me and Sean for like 3/4 of the episode.
Irresponsible.
This is our chemistry, y'all. For everybody that's on the show, this is how we talk to each other. So don't think, oh shit.
Oh yeah,
this is how we do it. This is we brothers. This is we talk shit like this on the regular. When we get off this shit, we're gonna talk some more shit. So
absolutely,
this is how we talk. And y'all have already heard me curse E out a bunch of times in past episodes, so y'all already know that. E, right now we just finished talking about Draymond Green shit, but that's regular shit. But now what we getting into is out of the top 4 teams, who do you think will be the first one out of the playoffs? And out of the bottom, let's say 6, because I want to count the play-in teams as well. Who do you think will go the farthest?
Yeah,
since you just popped in, you go first.
Are we doing both? Like both conferences?
Yeah, both conferences. All
right, just give me a quick rundown of the top 4. I know in the East is probably Boston, Milwaukee, New York.
Knicks take.
And who?
Cleveland.
No, I say Cleveland be the first one eliminated.
Yep. I'm with you on that one.
I don't know who's in the play in there.
Yeah, I don't have it in front of me either.
Yeah.
I'm using my phone, so I don't got no other
I don't know
electronic. But I know it's like Atlanta.
Nah.
I was about to say Miami.
Oh, right there. That's easy. Miami. Miami's a playoff team. Miami's a playoff team. Like they out of the play in, like they're built for it. Like they can go on.
Play in is
Nico. He's saying they're the farthest to go. They're gonna make it.
Okay. Play in is what 6 through 10 or 7 through 10?
I would never.
It's 7 through. It's 7 through 10, right? 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, I think it's 7, 8, 9,
7 through 10. Yep.
Okay, so for top 6 make it.
Yeah.
Yep. Top 6 is locked in.
Miami not top 6.
They 7 right now, I think.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they 7.
That's easy. That's an easy pick for me. Like I said, that team is built on making runs.
Oh, Pacers as well. Pacers, I think 8 or something. Pacers might be 6 or 8, something like that. I'll look back at that. But what about the West, E?
The West. So I know it's just the seeding is what's killing me.
Yeah. So at 1 is It's like a
Oh,
three-way
I
tie or
already know who
two-way
my
tie.
West pick is. Out of the top 4 to lose is going to be Minnesota.
Okay.
Don't
And
trust them.
then, so
And
for
then
the
you know
bottom
who I'm
is,
picking in the play-in run. You know who I'm going.
well, fuck the play in. I'm saying to go the farthest.
Yeah, from the play-in,
Yeah.
you
No,
know
no,
who
it
I'm
doesn't
going
have
with.
to. It doesn't have to be a play. It could be.
You know where I'm
It,
going anyway. Look,
I bet. Fuck it. I know where you was going with
you
that bet.
asking me
Nico,
stupid questions now.
you're right. You're right. Maybe I thought you might have gave us a surprise
You
or
see
something.
Nico's face. Nico knew what I was getting at.
Nico, in the
Immediately.
East, top 14 that you think is probably the first to get knocked out,
Cleveland
and
for
it's
sure. I have little to no faith in Donovan Mitchell. I dead think Donovan Mitchell is like super overrated. Like yo, he is. Yo, I feel that way about a lot of the up and coming talent. Not up. They're not even up and coming talent no more. Like all of those guys who were supposed to be like the hymns, the young hymns. I feel that way about a lot of them. I
He's
feel
a
like the
he's a
younger guys are better.
he's a future
Like
Nick. What are you talking about?
I feel like Donovan never. I feel like Donovan Mitchell,
Watch.
Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, Devin Booker, like they all underwhelm me. Because they all get mad praise. They all have like super bright spots, but these niggas don't accomplish nothing. Like Donovan Mitchell made his best run ever in the bubble and got beat by Jamal Murray. Like not even Jokic, by Murray. And we ain't never heard about him since. He been trashed since. Mad, aggressively average since. Not even the best guard on his team, for real, because I like Garland.
I think that whole
and then
team like underwhelms me.
what about the bottom four?
Yeah,
the
that whole
play-in
Cleveland team, absolutely. The play-ins in the East, the furthest to go,
Yeah.
Miami. Miami's a play-in. I definitely go with Miami. I don't see them. I don't think they'll stay in that play-in spot very long. I think they're gonna move up because they just beat somebody by like 60. They're gonna move up, and I think Atlanta will become that team. They'll become like the farthest play-in team.
Okay. So you got Atlanta. Okay. I'm gonna go start with the East. I agree. Cleveland gonna be the first one to knock out. They don't got it, and they've been sliding ever since the All-Star game. So that team is just not clicking. In the East, oh wait, did you do the West?
I didn't do the West. I didn't do the West.
And let me just add one thing, just because y'all said the East. I'm not doing it because I'm the non-Knicks fan here, but the Knicks can be the one team to lose, depending on the chemistry when Julius Randle comes back.
I don't want him to come back personally. I don't think Julius Randle should come back. I don't think he needs to come back. I would rather he didn't.
I'm good with that too. Definitely. In the West, though, who you got for the West? First knocked out and
Who's the top
bottom
four?
to go. Top four: Cleveland, Minnesota, OKC, Denver, and who the fuck is in the fourth?
Clippers, right?
Clippers. Yep, Clippers.
Give me Denver.
You think they're
Give
gonna
me Denver.
lose?
I think Denver is the least versatile. Denver is the least versatile out of those four. OKC is dead at powerhouse. Like Shai Gilgeous is dynamic as fuck. Like Shai is dynamic, and I think chemistry goes a long way. Like Shai is dynamic, and that team will die for him. Like they will run through a wall for each other.
He's the
like
MVP.
like that 2011 OKC team. Like this gives me that 2011 OKC team vibe. Like there's a lot of chemistry and it's a lot of talent. Maybe more one than the other, but I like them. They impress me. I think LA is that just too much talent and too much experience. Like you have league MVPs, final MVPs, All-Star game MVPs over there. Like it's just too much fucking talent on that team, too much experience. Like James Harden get a lot of shit, but if the Super Warriors didn't exist, James Harden would be an NBA champion.
The only thing with them, they got the track record of one injury away.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think with them being as loaded as they are this year, that don't hurt them as much. And offensively loaded. Like before, when they first put them together, and they were supposed to be like, oh, this super defensive team, Paul George, Kawhi. I think they had PJ when they first got together. They had one of the Morris twins, Pat Bev. Like they were supposed to be defensive stoppers, and one person got hurt, and it was over. This
Yeah.
year, I think if Kawhi gets hurt, it don't hurt them as much because watching them this year, watching a couple of their games this year, offensively, they flow better through Harden when they're not trying to run the offense through Kawhi. When Harden's getting touches, everybody's eating. When Kawhi's there, it's kind of like ball dominant. So I like them, and I also really like Minnesota. I do believe Minnesota might get bounced. Like I could see them getting bounced early. If it's not Denver, it'll be them. But I just think Denver is the most one-dimensional out of those teams right now, and we've seen that one dimension for the longest. So, like, how much longer till somebody figure it out? Like, how much longer for you put Chet? How much longer until you just throw Chet at Jokic, and then he's like, "Oh shit, what do I do now? Because I can't just look over the top. You got somebody longer than me all over me now. Then what?" Because like I don't like the Jokic unstoppable narrative. Like Dwight Howard shut his shit down. Like throw Chet at him, just start throwing sides at him and get him flustered.
Yeah.
They be trying to out physical him, and then they be like putting a little guy on him to try to out skill him. Nah, you always got to equal his size. Throw somebody just as big as him, and just make it harder for him to see shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then bottom 4 to go the farthest.
Bottom 4. Give me the Lake Show, man. I'm rooting for the Lake Show. I would love to see them make a
Hottest
run.
team in the league right now.
I would love to see them make a run, man. AD is playing out of this world. I need him to stay healthy. Like they cooking right now.
Yep.
I would love to see the Lake Show make a run, man. Ring for the king.
Ring for the king.
Ring for the king, man.
I definitely like that. In the East, I agree with y'all. Cavaliers. Haven't been a fan of them ever since
Where's
Bron
Philly
left.
at?
Since Braun left.
Since Bron left.
Where's
so
who?
Where's Philly in the East?
they're like
5?
5 or
Philly
something.
gotta be
Yeah.
like
5 or 6 or some shit like that.
I
They're
give
like
them
just
credit
hanging on.
for
Yeah, no,
doing what they can without
Tyrese
Embiid.
holding them up. Yeah, he's holding
what,
them
not
up, carrying a lot of
imploded?
weight.
Yeah, think about it.
Real shit. And then East to go the farthest. I'm gonna go with. Damn, if they see one of them teams early though, because I'm not big on Miami this year. I'm not, even though they always do it. I'm not big on Miami. Fuck it. I'm not confident in this answer. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not confident at all in this answer, but I'm going with Indiana. I'm going with Indiana to go the farthest out of those 4 bottom feeders in the East. I don't know what it is about Indiana, even though they don't play no defense. Am I frozen?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay. They don't play no defense, but I still like the way that team plays offensively. They get the ball up and down. Obviously, in the playoffs, it slows down, but I think they'll still give some teams some fits.
All right.
It could possibly be scary.
I just did it real quick. I got the standings here.
Okay.
Who do you have in the East?
I said
right now, the play-in for the East is Miami, Philadelphia, Chicago, and Atlanta.
Pacers is at 6?
The Pacers are at 6, and the Magic are at 5. The Magic are having a good season.
Yeah, Magic. I forgot about the Magic.
I don't think it stays that way for long.
But as of now.
Miami's only
you got Miami.
A game or 2 out of 6.
You know what? You said Chicago, Atlanta, who else?
Miami, Philly, Chicago, and Atlanta.
Philly, obviously. Philly.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
you gotta go get Embiid back.
Gotta go Philly. Yeah, you gotta go.
Nico,
Philly.
you're frozen.
And they said Embiid should be back. Before.
Yeah, before the playoffs.
Before like the play-in and shit.
Yep. So that would be good. Oh yeah, definitely Philly. To the West, the top 4 to get knocked out first. it's between the Thunder and OKC for me. I like both teams, but I like OKC more. I'm going with the Thunder. I mean, the Wolves. With what's his
That's
name
what I
being
thought you
out.
meant.
That's how. Yeah, I figured that's where he went. I'm not gonna
I'm a
lie. That the playing in the West is a bloodbath.
what? I would
Phoenix,
hate to be in it,
Sacramento, Lakers, and Warriors.
bruh. It's crazy.
Yeah,
So
I'm
the
sorry
playing
for the
is.
Warriors.
Say that again.
Phoenix, Sacramento, the Lakers, and the Warriors.
Yeah, let me get. I'm going with
Only two of
LA
those teams make
on
it.
that.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah, only two.
so Phoenix will play. If it ended right now, Phoenix is playing Golden State, and the Kings are playing the Lakers.
Yep. And whoever's got that 7-8 seed only got to
I
play.
wanted to
Whoever
Yeah,
wins
say
yeah.
I
plays
So
wanted to
one
so
say
game.
so
Phoenix.
it so if
I wanted to say Phoenix and Milwaukee would I was gonna say Phoenix and the Warriors will be out of here, but if they gotta play each other, I don't really like that for LA, man.
yeah, because
Phoenix
they
versus
haven't been
who?
able to deal with the Kings.
I
Phoenix
don't
would
like
Oh
play
that for
yeah,
Golden
the
LA at
State.
Kings.
all.
Me neither. No, not the Kings. No,
I do not like that for LA at
no.
all.
They've been busting. Sabonis owns AD. AD been
Yo,
bodying everybody, but Sabonis owns AD
Well,
every time
Lakers
you
on a
see him.
really pretty hot streak right now. Hopefully, change that.
I hope so.
And which is crazy
Fucking
because the
hope
Lakers
so.
are the only team that's been handling the Suns.
We've been when it comes to the good teams, the top teams, we've been fucking doing work. It's the bad teams that we can't fucking seem to play
Yeah.
good against. It don't make no damn sense. It don't make no goddamn sense. But whatever, we're moving on. On to the NFL. I got two things I want to talk about. And if y'all have some NFL talk, we can get into that. But I've got some bittersweet news. On one part, I want to say hooray. Other part, I'm like, I don't know. But most of it is hooray, hooray, hooray. Because Jerry Jones has finally made a good decision and decided not, I said it, not sign Dak Prescott and extend Dak Prescott to that long extension. $180 million, 3 years. $100 million fucking guaranteed. He decided, you know what? You gotta play this shit out this year. Let's see what you do this year. Because if you do the same shit you did last year, we're gonna have to find somebody else. And honestly, I've been asking that for the past fucking
Yeah, I
3,
was about to
4
say
fucking
you
years.
said do what you did last year. I think it's kind of what you've been doing every year. You have a
We've
great
been
regular
doing this shit
season,
every
can't do
goddamn year.
nothing in
yo,
the playoffs.
But this is where I meet
I
the
don't fuck with the
crossroads.
Cowboys.
This is where I meet the crossroads, though. Because if we let Dak go,
What's the
we
answer immediately?
what is the immediate answer? Because we could be put in a bad spot. Say we do exactly what we did this year. Great regular season, get knocked out first round, late draft pick. Who the fuck we gonna get?
That's how I feel. I feel like
Who the
if
fuck we gonna get?
if you know you're not winning the Super Bowl or have a legit chance, I'd rather just be terrible or have a good draft pick.
Exactly.
That's like my
Because
Broncos right now, stuck at the
Yeah.
Shador
15th
gonna be
pick.
gone. I want Shador, baby. Bring him to Dallas, baby.
Yo, Prom was talking real confident, man.
I like Shador,
Prom,
but
I like Shador a lot.
I do.
Bring
My
him.
only knock on Shador is that before, like last year, he's never played against the highest level of competition.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in high school, he went to
It
a prep
showed that
school.
times last year.
Like he played
Yeah,
it. He played in Texas, and Texas football is like a whole nother world. But he played at a private school. Like he didn't play at
Yeah.
the 6A high power level football. He didn't
Yeah.
play for those schools. He didn't play in that conference. He played in the Catholic schools, private schools, shit. Which was, I guess, it's still intense because it's Texas. But you played for your dad in a lesser division. Then you went HBCU, played for your dad against lesser comp, and then now you're playing Power 5. The stats look good, when they block for you. But I want to see him now this season. I got mad high hopes for Colorado this year. I might fuck around by a
Absolutely.
Shador jersey this year.
Oh, yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, I might
That's a
fuck around
great
and buy a
book.
Shador
I'm
jersey this
definitely
year.
copping some
I'm
Coach
coaching. I'm
Prime
coaching
and all
Pop
that.
Warner. I'm coaching Pop Warner this season. I'm about to buy some Coach Prime shades. They be popping
Yep.
up on my Instagram. I'm about to cop the Prime shades.
Like this all year on y'all motherfuckers. All year on y'all motherfuckers. You hear me?
I fuck with Shador so
I'm gonna
heavy.
be like this on y'all niggas. You hear me? But shout out to Jerry Jones for that because most people was going into this offseason thinking that he was gonna get signed. I was thinking that like that Jerry's gonna sign
I
him.
was thinking
Um,
that.
I thought he was gonna do it, but Jerry came to his senses like, yo, I don't know. Shout out to Thotty in the building. Yeah. I thought he was gonna do it, so I'm surprised, but at the same time, I get it. Like it makes sense not to do it. And fucking Jerry already kind of had something against Dak. Like when he gave him that last contract, he was like, I didn't really want to give you this contract, but I just had to. Like I
Yeah,
kind
of
of
course.
had to. You feel me?
Literally.
So I'm with Jerry on this. Uh, sign Micah, sign CD, but those are the ones that you really need to take care of. That you already gave him too much goddamn money as it is.
Yeah, I
Let that
mean,
motherfucker walk
yeah,
and
like,
see what happens.
and you
Fuck
want
it.
that to kind of like light a fire under him. Like now you got to earn the contract.
Yeah, and because when you think about it, the question is, can Dak win the Cowboys a Super Bowl? And when I really, no bias, no nothing, when I'm just thinking straight football in the landscape of the league, the answer for me every fucking time is no. Because I've seen him do it. He has not shown me that when it fucking matters most, he can bring it home. He does it against trash fucking teams for the most part. But when
So,
he see the 49ers, where you at?
so
You win
that's
the
what
first, second
separates.
round, where you at? Like I'm tired of that shit.
I feel like that's what separates like those guys, like Patrick Mahomes, for instance. When the team ain't doing shit around him, he's gonna find a way to win the game. Dak doesn't show that.
Exactly.
You know, Dak doesn't show. All right, the defense ain't getting no stops. I got to do it all.
Yep,
You know, don't get me wrong. That playoff game, it was a whole bunch. The defense couldn't stop nothing against Green
for
Bay.
sure. The
CD
whole
was
collective
like
thing.
dropping passes,
It was a collective
but
thing for
you
sure.
know, you expect like him to just be like figure it out and find a way.
Yep, that's a fact. And then the last thing that I want to say as far as the Cowboys go, Jerry, what you gonna do? Draft this next month, boy. What
My
you
shit is though, like,
gonna
yo, if
do?
y'all not gonna pay Dak, if y'all not gonna pay Dak, who are y'all gonna pay? Like, I feel like there's genuinely not many
That
better
that
options out there.
there's
Like,
no established
Dak's not.
veteran there.
I don't fuck with the Cowboys. I don't fuck with the Cowboys, but I don't think Dak is awful.
Right,
Like,
he's
I
not.
don't think Dak
He's
is
not.
god awful. I feel like he's
He's
in a
not.
bad situation. I feel like that line isn't great. I feel like he doesn't have any, like,
Nah, don't make no
not
excuses for him.
any.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't make excuses for him, Nico. Don't do that. I want to hear that shit. I
I
want to hear
like
that
Dak,
shit.
bro. I like
I
Dak,
like it
man. I
too, but don't
dead
make
do.
no
I be
excuses
trying to
for
like
him,
Dak. I be trying to like Dak, bro. Like,
I be trying too. As a Cowboy fan, I really be trying. And I was a fan those first 4 years. Like, oh no, this nigga got it. He got it.
yeah, nah, I'm not gonna cap. When y'all drafted Zach and Deke, I was like, Dak and Zeke. I was like, uh-oh. I was like, uh-oh. Then we played these niggas twice, and I was like, they ain't on shit. I was like, that nigga Zeke ain't on shit. Little midriff wearing ass nigga, he ain't on shit. When they
Yo,
first drafted them niggas, I was fake shook. I was like, uh-oh. Then they
I
drafted
was
CD,
loving
and I
it.
was like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Imagine if Zeke was still Zeke and we got CD too. Oh man.
I feel
Because
like
I
even
was
when y'all
like when
had
Dez was
Zeke,
there.
nah, because y'all didn't have no. Y'all had Dez, yeah. When y'all had
Yeah,
Dak
we
and Zeke,
had
y'all had
Dez.
Dez.
Facts.
Y'all
Yep.
had a squad. Y'all had
We had
Dez.
a
Y'all had
squad.
Jason Witten. Like,
That was
That's
our
hello,
why.
window.
That's why
hello.
That was
when
our
they got
window.
rid of when they finally got rid of Romo, and they got a quarterback, and they got rid of uh what's the nigga name? When they got rid of Marion Barber and Felix, not Felix Jones, his
Felix
brother, the
Jones.
other Jones brother.
Yep. I know
Yeah,
which one
had
you're
Jones
talking
and
about.
Barber in the backfield. When they got rid of
And
them and they got
McFadden and
Zeke
shit.
and
Yep.
Dak, I was like, had Dez, Jason Witten,
Yep.
Run DMC had pulled up. I was like,
We was making some
It wasn't
noise. We was
Jones. I
definitely
think it
making
was
some
it
noise.
wasn't Jones. It was DeMarco Murray.
There it is.
nah. Even
DeMarco
before
Murray.
him.
Yeah, before him we had Darren McFadden and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
I'm
was
talking about
bad.
even before them niggas. I'm talking about like 07, 08. They had
Yeah,
Marion
yeah,
Barber and somebody Jones. I forget his name. I forget his
Felix,
first
I think it
name. Running
was
back
Felix
name.
I
Jones.
think it was Felix because
It
Tommy
Yeah, it
was
was
Shelby
Felix.
was the
Felix.
one with the
Yeah.
Bears and the Jets.
Yeah, they had
Yeah,
the
it was
brothers,
Felix.
the brother running backs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Felix. It was Felix, definitely.
Yeah, I had Felix and Marion. I was like,
Yep. Yeah, nah, that was definitely we always got some goddamn running backs besides this year, Jerry. So Jerry, what you gonna do?
yeah, you know who got a
I'm
hell of a running
asking
back
you.
this year?
The Ravens.
That's a fact.
The Ravens. The Ravens.
Just speaking of that.
The Ravens.
Speaking of what Nico's alluding to, somebody who I think needs to shut the fuck up is the Giants owner.
Goodness.
That
Yo, he's such a hoe
you
for
sick,
that.
you sick. You know what? You know what was sick? Paying fucking Daniel Jones over Saquon in the first place. Now
Exactly.
you stuck with a quarterback that nobody don't want, and you want to
Exactly.
draft. Now you want to waste the first round pick on a quarterback when you got 3 quarterbacks on your roster already. See why I don't like New
Boy,
York
stupid.
football?
Yo,
And
Beans,
doing all
where's the
that
rest of
crying
this?
shit. All that
Crying.
crying after the fact.
Because y'all
When
didn't
you
want to
had
pay
the
that man.
opportunity. Like, what kind of dumb shit is that? You gonna cry after the fact when you had the opportunity to pay this man?
Horrible.
Miss me. If I was Saquon, delete, block. Don't fucking call me. Don't call me. I am a Philadelphia Eagle now. I mean Eagle. I do not work for the New York Giants.
Y'all
Do
see
not
me
fucking
y'all
call
will
me
see
no
me
more.
twice a
You
year.
hear me?
Don't worry.
Y'all gonna see exactly. Y'all see me twice. You can talk to me on the field, nigga. Straight up like that, nigga. You bugging the hell out. All that crying y'all want to do now. Fuck out of here. I'm happy for him. I'm mad that he went to the Philly, but I'm happy for Saquon though. For real. But it ain't gonna mean shit.
His daughter
It ain't
said,
gonna
"Daddy, do
mean
we get
shit.
to win now?" She
Yeah,
said,
that
"Daddy,
shit
does that
is
mean we win now?" That shit
that
made
is
my heart
crazy.
smile, bro. That little girl deserves happiness. His children deserve happiness, bro. Like they deserve this. They deserve to like be able to root for
Oh,
their father.
before we go, I got one more for y'all. So I don't know if y'all seen the projected wins for this year. Did y'all see y'all teams projected
No, but
wins?
I'm probably saying they probably got the Broncos at like 4 probably.
They did. And they had the Broncos at 4.5. You over or under?
I don't know who on draft, so I'll say I'll stay even right there.
Even? Well,
If
actually,
we
you
get
can't
one
have
of
it
the
even.
quarterbacks I
It's got to
want,
be
I'll be
either.
happy.
I love it. Nico, your
I saw
team, they
ours.
got at 10.5. Over or
I saw
under?
ours. I'm taking the over. We about to blow that shit out the water. Nigga, we
I
won
knew you was
13
gonna say
this
that.
year. We got better. It's up.
Yeah.
It's up. It's up. We about to
He a
this
real
year.
he's a real Philly fan. Like you would think he's from Philly.
Exactly. He act just like Philly fans. Like
We about to
this nigga.
eat. We about to
You would think he
eat
lives in
this year.
It's
Philly.
gonna be
He's
some
like
more crying. That's all. Just some more crying. Some more
We about
Eagles
to eat
crying.
this year.
That's all.
And I'm
That's
still
all.
listening, and I still listen to Freak Mill.
oh yeah, well, I
Freak
haven't turned
Mills,
I haven't
freaking
turned that off.
stupid. Ah, They got
I
my
still
boys
I still play Dreams and Nightmares every morning.
for sure.
Don't let it be Sunday because that's all I listen to on football Sundays. When it's the season, that's all we listen to all day on Sunday. Every time we get in the car, Daddy, can we listen to something? What? No. Oh, wait a minute. That's all we listen to on Sundays in the car. I don't care if I'm driving my grandma around. Listening to Dreams and Nightmares loud.
They got my boys at 10.5, and I ain't gonna lie.
Which I thought was so crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
To have y'all and to have us here was crazy to me. These niggas ain't participate in free agency at all. We cooked free agency. We was a Super Bowl team 2 years ago, a playoff team this year, and they got us getting worse. Statistically, when talent-wise, we've gotten better.
It's because of the
They must have their notifications
it's gonna be a
off.
harder division.
They must have their notifications off. They ain't see us pick up Bryce Huff. They ain't see us pick up Devin White. They ain't see us about to fuck around and keep Hassan Reddick. We gonna find some money and keep Hassan Reddick, and it's gonna be sick. Sick. We gonna fuck around and grab him Stephon Gilmore. Like we still got another DB coming. Like I promise y'all, we gonna have another big name DB land, and it's up.
All I'm saying is there's a all pro safety still out there.
And we're gonna be back in the bowl.
Justin Simmons.
Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Fight, Eagles, fight. We're not gonna do that right now. I'll get the whole victory song. We're not gonna do that right now.
Ain't nobody worried about them birds. I ain't worried about them niggas.
The Giants are.
Yeah,
current and ex-players. Current and ex-players are upset.
You're dead. Tiki Barber, shut up.
You're dead to me.
For sure.
You're dead to
me.
But
yeah, I don't got the boys at I got us slightly under. I got us right at 10. I don't think we're gonna get to 12. I don't think we improved. We got a linebacker, which is good, but we got to go get D lineman. We got to go get another running back because I like Rico Dow, but he is not a running back number one. So we need to go do something there. We got to get another corner because we didn't decide to keep Gilmore. Yeah, right. We need to go get O-line because our best O-line, one of our best O-linemen have left. Future Hall of Famer.
That shit baffles me to this day, yo. Like letting Stephon Gilmore go when your number one DB is coming back to let go like your current number one because your other number one is healthy now. It's so backwards.
You know why? You know why? Because Jerry didn't draft him.
Yo, that shit is so backwards.
Jerry is so loyal to his team, his players that he's drafted because he wants all the credit. If the Cowboys win a Super Bowl, he gets the credit because he.
My thing is, you would have had a chance because you keep Gilmore, you have Diggs coming back. Then you had the guy who led the league in picks as like a slot corner. That's crazy.
We gonna be all right at the corner position.
Yeah, of course.
We still got Lewis. Like he's not no rookie or anything. He's
been on
the team. Right, we got Bland. We got guys.
They need another power. Y'all need another power rusher. Somebody to help Micah. For sure.
Yeah, I need a middle linebacker.
We got that.
And that's usually where y'all. That's usually where y'all solid at.
Yeah,
that's what killed them last year.
That's usually where the Cowboys are solid at. They usually keep a linebacker in the top. Some little white boy with a neck roll.
Always. And
they keep
just got one.
With the little neck shit on his shoulder pads. Like
we got Kendrick, so I'm not worried about that too much. But we need another one. But
this might be out of pocket.
Hey,
this is mad off topic, and this might be out of pocket. I dead always see like anytime I see like one of them neck rolls on a player, I think he's racist. Like that shit just strikes me. That shit just strikes me as a form of.
What's that dude's name? Used to be the Raiders.
Like, that just don't.
Yo.
What's that dude's name that used to play with the Raiders? Bill.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's who that
look at him.
Yeah, that definitely gives.
He looked like he said it a couple times.
Uh,
and they usually
looking
the
like
dudes who, like,
Goldberg and shit from fucking Longest Yard.
Yo, and in
yeah,
that movie, Goldberg looked like he might have said it if you got the chance. Like,
for real.
frustrated, let off a couple ERs. Like,
Real shit.
that
Real
shit, that neck
shit.
roll just always rubbed me that way. I don't know why. That shit
Is
just
there
is
anything
mad
else?
anti-black.
Is there anything else that y'all want to touch on before we get out of here? Nope.
Nah, I'm good. I think y'all
I'm
covered
good, man.
everything.
When we were doing shout outs earlier, definitely forgot. We were doing shout outs earlier. I definitely forgot to give my mention. Shout out to the Raw Room podcast. Fuck with them.
Oh yeah. Right. Shout out to all the podcasts
Yeah,
that's doing their
definitely. Shout out to
thing.
Raw Room podcast with Darren. That's Darren Bates, my man King Dunlap from the Eagles,
Okay.
and Jalen Collins. I think I don't remember where Jalen Collins played at, but he was a DB. Bates was a linebacker. Dunlap was an O lineman. Shout out to them though, because they go back and forth. It's like a mix of like sports shit and funny shit. Shout out to them. I fuck with them heavy.
I know y'all talked about the hottest podcast out, right?
Oh yeah.
Of course.
We had to.
Of course.
We had to mind the game.
I
real
was
quick.
dead listening to that shit today.
I've only seen episode 1. I got to tap into episode 2.
I caught both today.
Tap into that. You know who not going to shout out? Jerry Jones's fucking podcast, because Cowboy Nation, stop fucking watching it. Stop listening.
Does Jerry Jones have a podcast for real?
Are y'all fucking kidding me? Why do y'all think Cowboy Nation keeps saying we going to the Super Bowl? Because of this nigga on his podcast.
Oh, he just be on there talking crazy,
yeah,
making promises and shit.
Yeah,
I did not know.
So yo, not for nothing,
now.
like he really run like a dictatorship out in Dallas, right? Like what he say goes, all that shit. Like
I put it. Look, I'm gonna say this.
He's the king of Dallas.
We're gonna talk about this on another. Oh, for sure. Cowboy Nation. I'm talking to you. If this motherfucker don't produce us another Super Bowl appearance in the next few years.
Damn, you cutting them slack. You said appearance.
Appearance within the next few years.
I feel like I would
honestly need to start fucking boycotting. We need to stop showing up to games. We need to stop showing up, watching games. We need to stop buying merch. We need to stop supporting this billionaire that's not producing us shit.
A Super Bowl appearance that would minimize my Cowboy shit talk a little bit.
Just
like
one
of my homies, Rich got to be 26, 25, 26. He wanted them shit, but he a Cowboy fan and he loved talking about rings and shit. And I'm like, yo, bro, you 25.
You've never seen one.
You've seen none of them. You've never seen. You've seen a playoff win in your life.
That's it.
Crazy.
Singular.
Yeah, they never had
all of your
two or more in a year.
Exactly.
You've seen If you're a 25-year-old Cowboy fan, you've seen a playoff win. All of y'all actual successes on VHS tapes. Damn. And grainy YouTube footage. It's not even quality YouTube footage no more. It's grainy YouTube footage. You feel me? Like, it's not even... It's terrible. Like, when the Cowboys was good, niggas was wearing sneakers. Like, niggas was even wearing cleats. Nigga, Emmitt Smith was in turf sneakers. He was in turf attacks. Reeboks. Like, yo, like, if they made an appearance in the next... Before 2030. If they made an appearance before 2030, I would be like, yo, shout out the boys. Because that means they had to get 3 wins to get there. So I'll be like, yo, shout out the boys.
I'm okay with
that's progress. That's growth.
But
that's growth. An appearance means 3 playoff wins, bro. That's more than they've gotten in 2 decades. That's lit.
Exactly. So stop fucking.
Yo, I never realized how strong you are, bro. Yo, I never realized how strong you are, bro. Like, I commend you, my nigga. Like, you a Mets fan and a Cowboys fan, bro. Like, that takes a level of inner strength that, yo, most couldn't muster up, dog. Like, yo, hats off to you, my brother. That's admirable. That's admirable. I aspire to be that
I'm going
strong
through
and
it.
that time tested and that war tested.
Yo, baseball
Like
season
It
the
ain't
started
Mets
today.
easy.
won.
Yeah, we shouted
The
that out
Mets won in
in the beginning.
'86.
Shout out to the Yankees for winning,
What the
beating the
Mets
Astros
won in
today.
'86 and the
Fuck
Cowboys
yeah.
won in '96.
Yep,
Like '86 and '96. Like that was.
Yeah, he
that's
ain't
it.
never seen
Then
the
the
Mets
Heat won in
World
03.
Series.
Then he's seen them be there though. He's never seen the Cowboys be there.
He there.
He's
He
I
seen
ain't
the
see
ain't
a
never
Mets
win.
seen the
be there.
Cowboys.
The Mets made
I
it to
seen about.
2016 at least.
I
When they had my
seen
they
the
had
Mets
my
Well,
get
you were
there
when
alive
the
for
Mets had my
in
Cowboys.
Dominican
16.
twin.
Yeah, I was alive when the boys won. I
Yeah,
was 5 years
you were
old when
born.
they won their last one. I
Yeah,
actually remember
when
that
the
one.
Mets
Like
had my
I
Dominican
remember that one.
twin, my man Ahmed Rosario.
Yep,
They had my man Ahmed
2016.
He
Rosario,
dead
my
look. Y'all
Dominican
dead
twin. You
look
feel me?
alike.
The
Shit,
Mets was
I've seen the
Y'all
Knicks
dead
fucking
look
go
alike.
to a finals. I've seen the Knicks go to a final in the last fucking
Damn.
25 years.
yo.
Damn.
You feel me?
I've seen the
Like,
Knicks make playoffs.
and now they're not.
Yo, yeah.
Come on. Come on
That's
now.
fact.
So, shout out to all my
Yo,
other
you
teams.
strong, my
But
brother.
yeah,
Strong, bro. Like, yo,
appreciate you, bro.
if you
It
was
ain't
like a
easy.
fucking, if you was like a Celtics fan or something, bro, like I would dare have you like you would be on my favorites. Like, yo, my do not disturb wouldn't stop you. Like, yo, you would have priority to get through my phone because like I feel like I would need you to know I'm always one call away, bro. Like, because if you was a Celtics fan, like I could see
I
you
might
being
be
on
on
life alert.
suicide watch.
Like you feel me? Because they another one. They another one. They've won one championship. They've been really
Minute.
good for 1 year in the last 45 to 60. Like after Larry Bird and them, the
Yo.
Celtics didn't win again until that one Paul Pierce KG Ray Allen ring. That one, and they haven't won since that. And that was in 08. Like that's going on 20 years ago.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
We
You
gonna
be
talk
bad.
about that.
like yo, if you was a Celtics fan, bro, I'd
Yeah, it
be
would be
scared
bad.
for you.
It would definitely be bad. But that is all that we have for today's episode. So shout out to everybody that pulled up. Nico, you got anything coming out? Any music that you want to promote?
Yes, absolutely. Actually, yo, we got some new merch dropping, some new music dropping. A new set of
go.
freestyles and freestyle videos will be coming to YouTube soon. Do I have one in my pocket? I have one in my pocket. Tribe Shit Only lighters. You heard me? Got some new merch dropping soon. Stay tuned for that. I'll be posting about that really
We
soon.
expect ours when we see you.
Some good things happening, man. Yeah, absolutely. You know I got y'all. I got a bunch of them. They ready. They ready.
Yes,
It's
sir.
lit.
Yes, sir. So y'all know, definitely go check that out. When he posts, I'm gonna repost. So y'all make sure y'all stay tapped in. Tribe Shit Only. You heard?
Facts. And if you don't already, you feel me? Follow me on all my socials. You feel me? The name is
All
Nico
his
Rap Like
socials.
Nico on everything. I'm consistent. We were talking about this earlier.
Consistency. Yeah, there's definitely
That's all.
gonna be a
You feel me?
post.
I'm easy to find.
The last thing that I wanted to say, we spoke about. We had a meeting yesterday. The Jonesin is coming to X Spaces. You dig? We coming to X Spaces to fuck up Twitter. Let y'all know that we about to take that shit over. So
Why not?
make sure y'all make some room, because once we get on there, it's we really about to turn it the fuck up, because y'all already know it's really about to be live.
Ain't no politically correct fucking sports talk over
No
here.
politically correct.
Oh yeah, they already know
Especially
how
when
I
we
give
take
it
it
up,
to
so they
Twitter.
gonna know.
This is that sports talk when you with your boys in the park chilling, just talking shit about sports. This is that shit you gonna get.
You feel me? So make sure y'all stay
Absolutely.
tuned for that every Sunday around 4, 5. We haven't scheduled in yet exactly what time, but we will let y'all know very soon. But appreciate each and every one of y'all for supporting the team. The team getting bigger, getting stronger, and we making sports better. It's your boy Jones, my co-host Nico. We make sports better. Peace.